This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, hello, what about you? How you doing? Today's episode is all about those moments when your mind just won't switch off. You know, when you replay conversations or you imagine worst case scenarios, or your mind gets stuck analysing every tiny wee detail. Yeah, you know those times. I used to be pretty bad for this, but I don't really do it so much now. And I have to say, what cured me of overthinking was making a conscious choice to put my energy into what is rather than what if. It's a small shift, but my God, it makes a massive difference. Not wasting your energy on what if and instead staying focused on what is actually happening in your life. Because overthinking could feel exhausting, but the good news is that you can interrupt it quickly. So, in this episode, I'm going to walk you through a simple reset to help calm your mind and step out of the overthinking spiral. Okay? Deep breath. Here we go. First, let's understand what's actually going on here. Overthinking is usually your brain trying to solve a problem or protect you from something going wrong. But instead of finding solutions, it gets stuck in a loop of what ifs, regrets, and imagined outcomes. The key thing to remember is this: overthinking is not productive thinking. It doesn't help you. It might feel like problem solving, but most of the time it's just noise. It's just internal repetition of the same thoughts again and again without bringing any clarity or any solutions. So the goal here isn't to force your mind to be empty, it's simply to interrupt that loop, that habit. So here's a quick reset you can use the next time you feel yourself slipping into overthinking mode. First up, start by slowing down your breathing. Just a few long, slow breaths in, hold for a second or two, and then an even longer breath out. Just repeat that a few times. These longer exhales tell your nervous system that you are safe. This then naturally quietens down the stress response that fuels overthinking. So, some slow breathing, and then I want you to name that thought that's looping around in your mind. So, instead of getting pulled into it, you stand back and label it, and this will put you a wee bit more in control. You'll be riding the horse instead of the horse riding you. So, you're asking yourself, what is this thought really about? So then you might say, well, I'm worrying about the future, or I'm replaying a conversation that didn't go the way I wanted it to, or I'm imagining the worst case scenario. Naming the thought creates distance between you and the thought, and then you move from inside the spiral to outside, observing it. Next, ask yourself this question: is there anything I can actually do about this right now? And if the answer is yes, write down that next small action that you could take. And if the answer is no, remind yourself, this is not a problem for right now. Your brain often, pretty much all the time, wants closure. So if you give it a clear boundary like this, it helps it to let go. Next, we bring our attention back to the present and just look around and notice 3 things you can see, 2 things you can hear, and 1 thing you can physically feel. So maybe that's the chair that you're sitting on, your feet on the floor, or the air moving as you breathe. This serves to bring your attention out of your head and back into the real world. And that is where you'll find calm, even if your mind is anything but calm. Finally, remember that your thoughts are not commands. They don't rule you. They're just mental events passing through your mind. You don't have to solve every thought or chase every worry or analyze every situation. You probably drive yourself crazy if you try to. Often, the healthiest response is simply to notice the thought and let it move on, like a cloud passing across the sky. So, to sum all that up, the next time you catch yourself overthinking, try this 5-minute reset. Breathe, name the thought, ask if action is needed, then come back to the present moment. Or as I like to think of it, move your focus from what if to what is. Small resets like this will make a massive difference to your mental well-being. Give yourself this gift. And thank you so much for listening. Please do let me know how you get on with that and if it makes a difference for you. I love to hear from you. So do leave a rating or a review, or you can always support the podcast by dropping a few quid in the Ko-fi jar. It's very much appreciated. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.